What a week we have coming up next week for you on the David Pakman Show. On Monday, we're going to have economist Gerald Friedman back on the show. He's been on before. He teaches at my undergraduate alma mater of the University of Massachusetts, and he has been taking a lot of heat recently over his claims that Bernie Sanders' economic proposals not only make sense and not only are they viable financially, but they would actually be a boon for the economy. So we're going to talk to him on Monday. On Tuesday, Super Tuesday, Election Day, we're going to talk to Naomi Oreskes. And Naomi is the co-author of the book Merchants of Doubt. And in that book, she equates the sort of disinformation campaign around climate change and global warming to past misinformation, disinformation campaigns, the likes of smoking, for example, and the impact of tobacco, and so many others. So we're going to talk to her about the sort of similarities and differences between what's going on. You may remember she was supposed to be on this week. Things got shifted around, so she will be joining us next week. On Wednesday, we will not only have, obviously, results from Super Tuesday from Democratic and Republican primaries, but we will have more voter interviews. People loved, by and large, the voter interviews we did in New Hampshire on New Hampshire primary day, and we are going to do more interviews with voters in Massachusetts on Tuesday, and we will have those for you on Wednesday. Thursday, Mark Potok from the Southern Poverty Law Center will join me. He's a sort of controversial figure on the show. I mean, there are many people who watch our show. Well, maybe many is an exaggeration, but there is a contingent that is not insignificant that watches our show that hates Mark Potok and hates the Southern Poverty Law Center. They hate the idea that we should even be tracking hate groups and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, Mark Potok is going to be here to tell us about, number one, the stunning 2015 numbers of the increase in hate groups that have been going on and some of the underlying explanations as to why hate groups have been more and more prevalent recently. And then Friday, we're going to go back to a classic interview. It is one of my favorites with former Mormon Sean McCraney. Super interesting guy. We originally interviewed him when it looked like maybe Mitt Romney, a Mormon, was going to be the Republican nominee for the 2012 election. And there's just so much good stuff there. And he's a guest who, if you've been only in our David Pakman Show universe for the last year or two, you probably have never seen this interview. So we're going to review that on Friday. If you have any questions for next week's guests, write in. Let me know what you'd like me to ask. And of course, if you have any suggestions for guests we should interview, also write in and let me know. More than half of our guests are originally suggested by the audience. Big week next week, no doubt about it.